Hi guys, Namaste and welcome back to my channel. You're watching Soul Trails and I know I have taken you through a journey of mountains, rivers and valleys, but this particular video is about travel but traveling inwards. It specially caters to those who are pregnant, are in their pregnancy journey or are planning to conceive, and this is about Garbh Sanskar, how I inculcated this concept in my everyday life. So keep watching. So looking back now, I see how profoundly it impacted my own pregnancy journey, and I see the importance of it now that the baby is outside of me. So what is Garbh Sanskar? Garbh Sanskar literally translates into education in the womb. So you must have had heard about Abhimanyu listening to how to get into the Chakravyuh in Mahabharata. So it's based on that principle. So it's not a set of rituals, it's a holistic ancient science based on the principle that your baby, your little one, starts to observe right from the moment it is conceived. So like every other parent, I wanted to give the best to my baby from the time I got to know that I was pregnant. So I inculcated routines of Garbh Sanskar in my everyday life till the time I gave birth, and this is how it went. I'm jotting it down for you so it can be helpful for people who are in this phase or are planning, and I hope it does. So the first thing is nature, environment and beauty. The moment I got the news that I have commenced my pregnancy journey, I made a conscious effort to surround myself with nature. So a 15 minutes walk was mandatory for me, and it should be mandatory to you as well, unless you have low-lying placenta and other risks. Just don't take my advice randomly. Do consult your doctor as well. It was okay for me to take walks. And if I'm not going for a walk, I'm having that one day off. I'm sitting at the balcony, I'm watching the sun rising, setting, soaring. I'm watching the clouds rolling, the birds. I would watch the rains. I love rains, and I would sit for hours watching the rains, the thunder, sometimes going next to the river, sitting there. Even if you're not like in a scenic environment like this, if you're in a city, you can still be around nature. You can go to small parks, watch the trees. If you have flowers, plant flowers. You get planted flowers also these days. So, bring those flowers, keep it in your balcony, watch them. Watching all these beauties of nature, like these really help you become very positive. And I consciously also refrained from negative news because Instagram floods that once they get to know that you're enjoying one of them. So I consciously made an effort that I'm not watching any news that are stressful, or like even avoiding stressful conversations as well. I'm not watching dramatic movies. So I made a point that I'm not doing these things as well. Second is food as nourishing fuel. So food is fuel, but in Garbh Sanskar, food is also something that nourishes your soul. So it's very important for you to consume food which are cooked with love. Also, don't eat food which is not in this season, even vegetables, fruits, whatever. Don't eat that what is not in this season, because of course they are made with fertilizers and pesticides to grow in out of season time. And also it is very important to have a gratitude and say thank you to everyone who has brought that food to your plate, right from the farmers to your mother or your cook. And also eat a fully cooked meal. Don't eat half cooked or raw vegetables, because it's not something that is advised. Even if you're eating like eggs, make sure that you cook your egg completely. Don't have those sunny side up. So now let's talk about meditation. So meditation is something which is very, very important, I feel, and I really honestly say that to everyone around me. Even if you're not doing anything else, at least sit and meditate. Take out that 15 minutes for yourself and your baby. Sit and meditate, because it truly helps balance your own mind, and in turn it balances the environment inside you, and the baby becomes more calm. Even simple deep breathing and mindfulness exercises, these are very important for you. Also be very careful. There are certain pranayams which you should not do, because there are some contraindications as well. So I would suggest, if you're doing pranayams or deep breathing exercises, do that only under the guidance of a yoga teacher or someone who is a Garbh Sanskar expert. I did mine with one of the yoga classes. I don't remember the name now, but I will drop down their info in the description box. So what meditation really does is it dramatically reduces your anxiety, which stabilizes your baby's mind, environment, and also, it stabilizes you. And during pregnancy, we all women, we go through a lot of ups and downs, and it's very normal, very, very common for every one of us. So it's important for us to practice mindfulness. Visualize yourself to be in a calm environment or like surrounded with love. That itself is very important. I used to sit and meditate for like 1 hour, 2 hours, because I had that luxury to do that. So if you have that, to do that. If you don't have, at least even for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever time you can, or even before going to bed, just close your eyes, go inwards and focus on your own breathing. Relax. The fourth point is talking and bonding, and this honestly is the most heartwarming part. First time I got to know about it, I was like really conscious about what people will think around me. They'll call me crazy and everything, but then with time it became such a natural thing to do, and I felt like I was genuinely bonding with the baby. So what you basically need to do is you need to sit, put your hand on your stomach, or even if not, just sit there and like have a conversation with your baby. Tell them that, today my day was good, today Nani came home, she got a jar of pickle and I love that pickle because it's something that reminds me of my childhood. Any moral stories that you can tell or you can think of, like any stories that have gone down through generations, you can share that with your baby and basically have a bond with them. And it's such a wonderful thing, believe me. If you do that, you become so emotionally tangled with your baby right from the beginning, and it does become a bond even after later. So the fifth point is ragas and a positive soundscape. So sound is energy and they carry a vibration, and everything that you're listening to, your baby is in turn listening to the same thing. Garbh Sanskar particularly talks about listening to ragas and Indian old classical music, which carries a lot of high vibrations. Even mantras, they carry a lot of vibrations. So when you listen to them and if you let positive vibration wash you and your baby, it will be a wonderful thing to do. I myself used to sit at the balcony and I used to sing bhajans, and I used to sing mantras and sit there quietly and absorb all that sound that I just created. And even if you're a terrible singer, that's okay. You can just, put your headphones on and you can listen to all these music, soothing music and ragas on YouTube. And that will also be another thing that can really, really help you, your mind, your body, and your baby's mind. So this is what the soundscape part is. So coming to the last, but the most important part, which is the prenatal yoga. Prenatal yoga you should do only from your second trimester, which is the 4th month, and I did that too. I did that with Prega Yoga, and I remember their name now. They have really helped me feel so empowered about my body, because you start becoming huge, your tummy starts coming out, you become more conscious about yourself. And when you're doing exercises like this, it makes you feel good, and it's something that I really recommend. If you can, you should. If you have a doctor's go ahead, you should. Don't escape this. There are a lot of things like hip openers and duck walks, which is all so important if you want to do a normal delivery. And even if you're not doing a normal delivery, all these things make you feel good. So apart from that, during my contractions, I was taught breathing exercises which helped me sustain all that pain, because you should be able to conserve your energy from the beginning till the time you actually have to push, because that's when you're actually putting a lot of energy out. So when you know all these breathing exercises, it helps you sustain that pain and go through that time smoothly, because your brain is constantly active and you're focused somewhere else and you're less focused on the pain, although you can feel it, but you're less focused on your pain, and it helps. But take your doctor's advice again. So Garbh Sanskar totally transformed my pregnancy journey, from the time of anxiety to deep connection with my baby. It's the best gift one can give to your unborn. I was fortunate, I was lucky that I had all the support I had to give that to my unborn. If you found my video helpful, do like, share and comment, and subscribe for more such soulful content and travel, which should not just be about outside but equally about inside, and there should always be a balance. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you. Bye bye.